be able to compete on a level playing field is taken away by these platform giants. So my view is break those things apart and we will have a much more competitive, robust market in America. That's how capitalism should work.
Well, let's scroll deeper into the story now with independent technology expert David Papp, who joins us from Edmonton in Canada. Welcome back to the program, David. Well, despite all of the controversies, the data scandals, the alleged disregard for users' privacy, Facebook is still growing. What do you think is the secret behind its success?
I think it's become the big platform that's kind of a default. Everybody's on it. They've made it very easy to share information. And so despite what happened last year with Cambridge Analytica and the entire scandal there, I believe people are still using the platform. I mean, they reported a growth of over 23% in their revenues this quarter alone. So it's gone in the opposite direction than a lot of people forecasted.
Yes, and at the height of that Cambridge Analytica scandal last year, there was a growing campaign for users to simply abandon Facebook. Do you think perhaps people have forgiven Facebook for this huge data breach?
I don't think they've forgiven them. People are still very concerned about their privacy and security. But a lot of people, I believe, are just lazy and they do things out of convenience. So if there's no other better solution available to them, they'll just continue using Facebook because that's what they're used to using. That is where all of their photos are, where all their friends are, where the communications, and it's something that they're just going to continue using. A lot of people are criticizing Facebook, though, at the moment that even the fine that's being levied against them of $3 to $5 billion is just a slap on the wrist, considering that their annual revenues are over $56 billion and they have over $40 billion in their cash reserves. So this is only about 2 weeks' revenue to Facebook.
Yes, let's talk briefly about that impending fine. So the US Federal Trade Commission is, the investigation into alleged privacy breaches is still going on, but Facebook itself has set aside up to $5 billion for any potential penalty. So you think that'll have quite a negligible impact on the company?
A lot of people believe that there needs to be some more strict policy changes that occur at Facebook, and that a $5 billion fine is just a slap on the wrist. They do have a lot of money in their cash reserves. This is, as I said, just maybe about 2 weeks worth of revenue for Facebook. The interesting thing, though, is that Facebook is admitting that they have privacy issues. They've reported it in their quarterly earnings, so people are aware that they have set aside this money for the FTC. This is a big win, though, for the FTC, this $5 billion fine, because the largest fine that the FTC has ever done so far was against Google back in 2012, and that was only for $22 million. So a $5 billion fine is considerably larger than the previous largest fine that they've imposed.
Interesting. As we know, Facebook famously bought WhatsApp for a staggering $19 billion in 2014 and Instagram for a relatively measly $1 billion in 2012. What have those products done to boost the company's bottom line?
I feel that they're just creating a bigger ecosystem for themselves. Instagram was a really good move for them. So is WhatsApp for communication medium. So even if people decide that they're going to move away from, say, Facebook Messenger to an alternate platform, WhatsApp has a lot of popularity out there. A lot of people like sharing their images and whatnot on Instagram. I think it's just growing the big Facebook ecosystem. So they're distributing everything so that I think what happens is, if there are issues and something gets fragmented or they decide to segment out Facebook, that what's going to happen is they will have these other platforms as part of their portfolio.
Overall then, do you think Facebook is on the right track?
I believe they are. Mark Zuckerberg is not hiding the fact that they have privacy issues and some concerns out there in the public. He's claiming that he wants to fix those and address any issues that are brought forward. I believe it was very interesting looking at all the hearings that occurred from Cambridge Analytica throughout last year over privacy concerns. And I think they're tackling this the right way. They're not hiding anything. It's just unfortunate that there continues to be all of these events that are plaguing Facebook with privacy concerns. And I don't think they're the only platform. I think this is going to start happening to all the other platforms out there as well.
Interesting. Okay, David Papp in Edmonton. We'll have to leave it there, but thank you again for your time.